Yo guys, what's going on? It's Dueling Unlocked here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Duel Link staples. Where would I rank them? And all that in the current meta. So, without further ado, let's go and get into it. So first off, let's start out with Skill Prisoner. I'm going to put Skill Prisoner in the okay category. I think it's like decent, but nothing crazy. We're going to try and like not rank extra deck monsters. Maybe like Dwellers, like exception because it has like a floodgate effect. So like these are gonna be like floodgates, spells, traps, things like that. Necro Garden, I'm actually gonna say it's like actually it's okay in Hero specifically. Because of the skill, like being able to send it and like in the Hero Mirror match, this card actually doesn't seem too bad, so I'm gonna put that in the good in certain decks. This would probably go alongside the Sharks. This would get in like Sharks, Ghostrix, and maybe like Star Stairs potentially. I know Mishkis is also going to be like good in certain decks, I would say. Ring of Destruction is okay. Nothing like crazy about it. Cloak and Dagger, I'd say would probably go here. Alright, I'm gonna put like the extra Dragon monsters here as well. Spear move's okay. Like nothing crazy. Like it does take up your normal summon, so I think the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and the Light Imprisoning Mirror, like oh not so Light Imprisoning Mirror, are like good in certain decks depending on like if you're running a dark deck, you don't want to run you can run like the Light Imp and stuff like that. Same with the ritual hand trap that like stops targeting. Like if you can take advantage of this with certain like cards, it'd be really good. I'm gonna put Night Beam at okay. I'd probably put Galaxy Cyclone as okay as well. So there you go. Lightning Vortex goes into outdated, non-fusion area. Like, good in certain decks is also like gonna be situationally good, so I'm also gonna put it like there. I'd probably put Nibiru into good. The problem, I wouldn't be able to put it above anything else just because a lot of decks can't run it because either the deck restricts them or the skill restricts them. This would also go into good in certain decks, but it's probably not going to be put up there. I do think Karma Cut is a little outdated. It's still fine, but you just don't see much play. Compulse is actually probably, I put it in great. It is probably second to third best Limit 3 staple, so keep that in mind. Engage definitely can see a lot of play. Like this is like the Sky Striker spell engine in general. It can see play in like Sharks, Sky Strikers, Crystal Beast, even like Heroes. I think. Divine Wrath. I think it's like decent in Ghostrix. I put TTH into great, but like the problem with it is that like you can run no other traps in the deck, but like it is still an insane limit one. There's a lot of limit ones. Then Duel Links. I would put Crackdown into probably like top of okay. I think the other limit threes are a bit outclassing it now. Bottomless would go to okay. Here, I'd probably put Cosmic into great. Kite Roy goes to good in certain decks. Book of Eclipse goes into great. It's not like it sees some pretty good play, but in some matchups it's like kind of whatever. Barrage Blast goes into good in certain decks. Same with the Kaijus. Veil, I think it's a little outdated. Dark Hole, I'm considering it a great staple, to be honest, in Duel Links. Super Poly, I feel like it has to be like good in certain decks. Like obviously, like for like in other decks, if you can run it, it's a limit one. Would I play it over any other limit ones? I mean, potentially. It just takes up extra X spots as well, right? So maybe I would actually put it up here. It's just the deck limits can kind of hit it. I'd probably put Book of Moon into good. Probably like the best one of the best non-limit threes. Necro Valley goes into Great. Veiler's our first best staple. And Mourner would probably be somewhere in the Great. Honestly, IDP is pretty good as well. It's just like, once again, a lot of decks can't run it. So that limits it a tad bit. So probably put it something like this, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Needle. I'm gonna actually say put it in like top tier. Like it definitely is pretty good. Mind Control goes into great, especially like in Predaplants and like lots of other decks like that. I'll put Droll into great staples as well. Droplets definitely goes up into the best category. Same with like Phoenix. Unicorn here as well. Chalice is okay. Probably like here, I'd say. Lance is somewhere like there. Punishment would be good in certain decks. Lost Winds probably goes into great. MST. Probably put it like here, into great. Drowning Mirror Force. I think it would be good in certain decks like Ghost Strix and maybe a few others. Warning Point, a little bit outdated, I would say. Trap Trick Trap Hole of Nightmares, okay. Blizzard, it's kind of situational, good in certain decks type thing. Lancia, situational. White Princess, situational, good in certain decks. This would like be decent in Rockets, but I don't think like it's a meta for it, to be honest. White Princess is like okay. Curse Seal the Forbidden also be probably good in certain decks that can like if you can stop like Poly and things like that, it's really good. Especially like the Hero Mirror or like Predaplants. Floodgate is okay. Successor Soul. Probably put it in good in certain decks. Enemy Controller still pretty good, but Nadir Servant good in certain decks. Hollow Life Barrier also good in certain decks. Ultimate Providence also goes into good in certain decks, to be honest. You can see like there's a lot of those. Mirror Force is okay. It's a limit 1, that's the only problem. If it wasn't limit 1, then I would say it goes there. Time Space. We're gonna put DD Crow right behind Veiler. Lava Golem, good in certain decks. Titania Cider, I'd probably put it in good, to be honest. Venus Chain, outdated. Burst Breath is okay. Then Exceeds Block is good in certain decks. I feel like there's like a tier, like the good in certain decks tier could be a little bit like divided into like top half and lower half. So let's go and see if I can put him up a bit. So I probably put Drowning up, Hollow Life, Necroguard. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty alright to me. Maybe like Lancia down a bit. And Kiteroid down. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys change anything for the staple list? And I'll catch you guys next time.